The rack is a torture device consisting of a rectangular, usually wooden frame, slightly raised from the ground, with a roller at one or both ends. The victim's ankles are fastened to one roller, and the wrists are chained to the other. As the interrogation progresses, a handle and ratchet mechanism attached to the top roller are used to very gradually retract the chains, slowly increasing the strain on the prisoner's shoulders, hips, knees, and elbows, and causing excruciating pain. By means of pulleys and levers, this roller could be rotated on its own axis, thus straining the ropes until the sufferer's joints were dislocated and eventually separated. Additionally, if muscle fibers are stretched excessively, they lose their ability to contract, rendering them ineffective. According to Tacitus, the rack was used in a vain attempt to extract the names of the conspirators to assassinate Emperor Nero in the Pisonian conspiracy from the freedwoman Epicharis in 65 AD. The next day, after refusing to talk, she was dragged back to the rack on a chair. All of her limbs were dislocated, so she could not stand, but strangled herself on a loop of cord on the back of the chair on the way. The rack, in Roman sources, was referred to with the name equuleus. The word fidicula, more commonly the name of a small lyre or stringed instrument, was used to describe a similar torture device, although its exact design has been lost. The brazen bull was a contraption of torture and execution used by the ancient Greeks and Romans to punish their enemies. This life-sized bull-shaped statue of brass or bronze was hollow so that victims could be locked inside its stomach and then roasted alive. Flute-like pipes would carry the victim's screams through the bull's nostrils, creating lowing animalistic music, while the smoke of the scorched flesh billowed out as puffs of incense. The Iron Maiden is a torture device, the use of which is considered to be a myth, since evidence of their actual use has never been found. It consists of a solid iron cabinet with a hinged front and spike-covered interior, sufficiently tall to enclose a human being. While often popularly thought to have been used in the medieval period, there is no known mention of the Iron Maiden from before the 19th century. They have become a popular image in media involving the Middle Ages and involving. Despite its reputation as a medieval instrument of torture, there is no evidence of the existence of Iron Maidens before the 19th century. There are, however, ancient reports of the Spartan tyrant Nabis using a similar device around 200 BCE for extortion and murder. The Abbasid vizier Ibn al-Zayyat is said to have created a wooden oven-like chest that had iron spikes for torture, which would ironically be used during his own imprisonment and execution in 847. The 19th century Iron Maidens may have been constructed as a misinterpretation of a medieval Schandmantel, which was made of wood and metal, but without spikes. Inspiration for the Iron Maiden may also have come from the Carthaginian execution of Marcus Attilius Regulus, as recorded in Tertullian's To the Martyrs, and Augustine of Hippo's The City of God, in which the Carthaginians shut him into a tight wooden box, where he was forced to stand, spiked with the sharpest nails on all sides, so that he could not lean in any direction without being pierced, or from Polybius's account of Nabis, of Sparta's deadly statue of his wife. The iron apiga, earliest form of the device,